Alright guys, Haskell HD here, and today what I'm going to be bringing you is another episode of Career Mode. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm having fun with it already, so I hope you guys are enjoying watching these videos, and if you are, please be sure to tell me. But we did get the offer from Sweden, and we want to reject that because some of you guys said only accept it from the big national teams, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for someone like the likes of Germany, England, France, Brazil or someone like them to come in and offer me the job. I doubt they ever will this early on in my career, but you never know. There's hoping. But we do have a game coming up against Stoke, which is quite important because we do want to catch Chelsea up at the top of the table, and we're just going to put out one of our strongest sides: Lloris, Bale, Vertonghen, Walker, Kelvin, Bernard, Lamela, Insigne, Sandro, Alexandra and Kulka. But Walters wants to spoil our party and he scores in the 3rd minute. That could really hurt our title chances, and because we do want to get that title, we do want to get first place, and it does finish 1-1 with Insigne getting the goal back to draw. So Insigne's out for 7 days. That isn't as bad as I first thought, because when they usually get the little injury, they're usually out for longer, and when they get the bus with the flashing light, they're out for a shorter time. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but there you go. So we do have a game up against Aston Villa, but obviously Insigne is injured and Walker does have a red card, so we're going to need to put Kabul right back, because obviously we don't want to put Adam Smith because he's just not got, I don't think he's capable, and we'll stick Defoe up front. Obviously he's still strong. We'll put Adebayor on the bench. So Defoe is still a very strong striker. It actually probably improves our chances of scoring. He's very good at scoring goals, although so is Insigne. But our top goal scorer, I believe, is Lamela. He's been on fire this season so far, and hopefully he can get a few more today against Aston Villa. It would be nice if we could maybe beat them 4 or 5-0, but it finishes 1-0 as well. So again, that's not the best result. We are falling behind Chelsea probably. They're probably winning their games, and Kyle Walker is back from his suspension, so we want to put him straight back into the team instead of Kabul at right back. And some of the players are growing nicely, like Lloris is an 88 now, Sterling is Kelvin is 75, Sterling is 70, Bale an 87, Lamela is 79. I think we bought him as a 76. I'm not too sure though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Casemiro is a 76 as well. So the players are starting to grow quite nicely. Adrian is a 76, I believe. So they are, or 75. They're growing very nicely, very quickly, which is what I wanted. I want the young players to get to improve so they do become top players, and then that will give us more competition for the top spots. But I've been offered the South Africa job, and no way am I taking that if I've rejected the Sweden job. I'd rather the Sweden job 10 times more than the South African job. So we have rejected that offer as well, because you guys want to see me manage a top international team if they do come in and offer me the job. But now we're playing Sunderland. It's the 29th of December. The transfer window is about to open after this game, so we really want to get off to a win. And then I want to go into the transfer window and maybe buy a few more players. But we do win 3-1. Lamela, Defoe and Alexandro getting the goals. But unfortunately, Lamela has got a dislocated shoulder and he will be out for 2 weeks. So that can really hurt us because he is our top goal scorer this season. But we do have Insigne, who's just come back from his injury. We'll just stick Adebayor on the bench because obviously that is the only person we actually want on the bench, even though we do want to get rid of Adebayor when the transfer window does open, because I just really don't like him. Don't like him in real life, don't like him on FIFA, so I want to get rid of him. But we are 2 points behind Chelsea, but they do have a game in hand. 1 point ahead of Manchester City. We are now 3 points behind Chelsea. We're equal games, so that if we've still got to play them, we could overtake them, and depending on what other results go their way in the season, we could easily still get that top spot off them, or even teams below us could still manage it. But we're comfortably in the top 5, which is what I wanted. I just wanted to finish top 5 or top 4 this season. Top 4 would be brilliant, but if we're challenging for that top spot, that'd be very good. And the transfer window is about to open, so we do have the monthly scouting update from all 3 of our scouts, and we just want to put all the players who look like their potential's high, just none of them really, but see if any of these do have high potential. Like he can go up to a 92. We just want to sign him and see what he does actually come out as. He has a potential of 94 apparently, between 64 and 94 I believe, but you still just want to see what you can get see what these players can do, and we just want to get them because they could turn into very good players or they could just flop, and if they do flop, we're not going to lose much on releasing them as they are only youngsters, and we won't really lose anything, maybe just lose about 50 grand, but I'm pretty sure that we can comfortably lose that in the financial state that we are in. But there are a few players that we could sign on now, so we just want to offer them contracts and see whether they're actually, that guy doesn't look too bad, 71 to 93, he could maybe, I usually go in between that, so he could probably go up to an 82, maybe a little bit higher, and if he could, that would be very nice. But what we want to do is just sign these, offer them contracts, and see whether they are actually any good, and we'll probably send them out on loan for a few seasons as they're only young, and then see if they are capable of coming into the team in the future, or just sitting on the bench for maybe a season and then pushing for the spots, because if they are good players, I'm not just going to leave them there. I'll either sell them so they can grow at another club. I'm not just going to be greedy, but we do want the players to go to their full potential, so if that means selling them, I will also do that. But going into the transfer market, there are a few people I would like to sign. And a few people I'd like to sell, first of all. Obviously, you know that I don't like Adebayor, so I want to see if I can sell him. Dempsey is another player who really I don't have a plan for, so we'll try and get rid of him. Also, Adebayor if we can, which hopefully we can, because we could get rid of thingy there. We could get rid of Dempsey, so hopefully that'll mean we can get rid of Adebayor. So we have transfer listed Dempsey. We're going to see if we can find Adebayor first. Dembele, not really in my plans either, so we'll add him to the transfer list. As he's been replaced by the younger Bernard, and then Adebayor, if we could get rid of him, that would make my dream come true, because you know how much I don't like this guy. Or if you don't, I'm telling you now, I absolutely hate him. That penalty that he missed against, or who would it have been? It would have been Basel. When he missed that, I went absolutely mental. I just don't like the guy, and I want him gone as soon as possible on this career mode and in real life. He has been linked with Besiktas as well, but I want to sign Lewandowski on here. Lewandowski is obviously a very good player in real life, and on FIFA, he's an 83 overall with he's 24, so he's got a lot of time to still grow. He's got 3 years till he reaches his peak, and I'm going to offer 17.5 million, 16.5 million even, and see what Borussia Dortmund will say to that. So that is the end of this episode. Come back next episode to see if I do manage to sign Lewandowski. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. If you are new here, please be sure to check out my Twitter, follow me on there, subscribe to my YouTube on here, and I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye.